Hello, YouTube. You are now turned on. Hello, YouTube. Random Pokemon stats, moves, abilities. Can only use one Mon. If we die, we reset. Welcome in, YouTube. That is the pinned comment over there. Pop out the chat. Okay, okay. Okay, we're getting close. Who's ready? Type 1 if you're ready to start stream. Who here is ready? Type 1 if you're ready to start stream. I don't see any ones. So it's a good thing that I haven't started yet. It's great we haven't started. Don't see a single one yet. Did you know there's a channel called Reset Button Gaming? Is there? I did not know that. Are they good? Yo, Dazzle Wolf Walkman, am I okay? I hope so. Now that you mention it, I'm starting to think I'm not. Yo, Bonus Day Walkman. 1. Yo, Diamond XC Walkman. He look. Ho, look the unedible M&M. Do not call me a ho. 1, let's go. Okay. Let's go. We've never had this many people at the start of stream before. You guys must be really bored. Is no one else live? Is Ame So not live? 1, but only if you're ready to win Super Kaizo today. I was born. You do talk to a lot of girls. What? Nice new name, thank you. What does talking to girls have to do with my name? We go right, left, left. Right for Miguel's and Mike to start us off. All right. All right. Hopefully we find a Firestone. I do talk to girls. I got in trouble because you said don't call you a hoe. I'm not allowed to talk to people. Girls are people. You know that? You know that, Bonus Day? Girls are people too. Yo, Bonus Day, thank you for the 3 shooting people in the face. Let me see. Let me update. Let me update the emotes. We are 229. 229. Okay, we're good. We're good on the emote slot. Miguel and Mike is also not good at picking balls. 0 for 1. Yo, Hunter Robinson, welcome. I can't get canceled again. Again. We go left, left. I got in trouble because I went to go see my friends and did not invite the Serbian girl. Yo, Token Mattel, welcome in. Yo, what's up? Reset button. That's me now. Not much is up. We're going left for Boji's Castle. We get a dog. Arr, arr, arr. We get a little dog. I was supposed to invite her, even though she doesn't know this person. And all we're going to do is catch up. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Not my job. Yo, Tolkien. Yo, Hog. Shout out to your hog. We're dead. Left ball for Azuka 98, welcome. Did you invite the Serbian girl to the moon with you? No. No, I will never tell anyone about the stream. Some of the guys were pressuring me. I think they were on a lot of white powder. I think they fell into a vat of white powder. They were very, popped up, you know, they were very amped up. And they were like, so what do you do all day? I was like, you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And they're like, no, like, what do you do? And I was like, I just, you know, whatever I feel like. They're like, no, but what do you do? I was like, you know, I play some games. And then eventually, really into baking. Yeah, I like to bake. Eventually, they're like, do you stream? And I was like, you know, a little bit. They're like, okay, we're going to find your stream. I was like, no. No, do not find my stream. Do not find my stream. So they're like, what games do you play? I was like, oh, no, I can't tell you that now. Can't tell you that now. Zuko98, you got us out. Yo, Space Kitty 03, welcome in. We don't take metal sounds. I'm not going to run the Swablu. At what sub number would you tell them? Never. I would never tell anybody about it. Yo, Zelda Core, welcome in. Morning. Incorrect. It is 4 p.m. My friends heard 3 coins jiggle in his pocket and were very confused as newfound wealth. Yeah. They saw me step over a penny and not pick it up. They're like, wow, this guy's rich. This guy's rich. This guy is rich. I'm going to find your stream. No, you're not. No, you're not. Yo, Zeldacore. Yo, Zeldacore. Hi, Hoggish. Hi, bonus day. I would never tell anyone about the stream. It's not about being embarrassed about how little we make. It's more about wanting to be able to speak freely, you know? Wanting to be able to talk about my life without worrying that someone I know is listening. I would have guessed it's more of a not run to pick up a penny and then just step over the penny situation. Yeah. I have considered getting hit by a car. Maybe for some insurance purposes, you know? I'm looking into that. My financial advisor said that might be a good idea. Potentially getting hit by like a grocery truck or something. I can sue them. Maybe my financial advisor is not that good. But, you know, a little insurance fraud. Is my financial advisor Pawa? I think Pawa might have more qualifications. What, to age? I can sue them for groceries. I'll take it. I'll sue them for groceries. And then I just got to get hit by my apartment so I can sue my apartment for rent. I just have to somehow get ran over by my apartment. And then I should be good. Swablu run? What about the Kingdra though? What about we just disregard Godsend and take the Kingdra with Splash? Stab Splash. Stab Splash. And then 6 rights from Miguel and Mike when this Kingdra is obviously garbage. Truant Kingdra. Yup. That might be the worst Kingdra anyone's ever seen. Stab Splash might be the worst Kingdra ever put on paper. He's perfect. I don't think I could make a worse Kingdra if I tried. Pretty sure this is the worst Kingdra known to man. My controller hit A twice. My controller hit A twice. Not my fault. Not my fault. Give me a little poison. Nah, I changed its color cut. Full coverage. True. True. We do cover most things. We do cover nothing, basically, but you're right. Full coverage. Full coverage. We don't cover the Nemesis. We don't cover 41 poke. It's fine, though. Full coverage. Full coverage. Horn drill. What about ghosts? I forgot to add it. Oh. Forgot to add horn drill. The calculator doesn't add it. Okay, so we're only missing 20. Only missing 20 Pokemon. You're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right. Hunter Robinson, always right. Just kill me. Just kill me. I'm not saving the Truant Kingdra. Horn drill hits for those full damage? True. What if I went for the, Electabuzz? No. I would trust Hunt 3er there in Safari. I saw Hunter Robinson was online when I woke up. Which is always crazy. Because that means it's like 5 or 6 a.m. You're not in Safari? You were, though. You were. I wasn't on Twitch to watch Twitch, but I did see you were in Safari. Otherwise, I would have stayed and watched. All right, 6 rights. For Miguel and Mike. Fanafy. Fanafy. We ride Yanma to Safari? I'll ride you to Safari. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, but I said it. Are we dead? Yes. 0 for 1. What? Do not, Do not, if you want to, join the Discord. The Discord is a great place to, I want to rude the hog to Safari. What? I do not want to rude the hog. I would never be rude. Yo, Venusaur, welcome in. If you can guess the speed of this Venusaur, I will ban the person above you. I will ban the person above you if you can guess the speed. 12, 6, 14, 11. Why do you guys want to ban the other chatters? Why is everyone toxic today? Yo, Cheese Bogies, welcome in. 17, 38, 9. Where is Zelda Core with the 9? 8, let's see. 6? I hope not. I hope not. It's looking like it might be bonus day, might be the closest. Let's see. 19. No 19ers. Everyone's safe. Stab Sludge Bomb. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Meow. Hear me out. Of course he resists it. Let me put him to sleep. Okay, here we go. Here we go. You almost got it. True, you're close. Actually, Price is Right rules, Cheese Bogies. Cheese Bogies was the closest with Price is Right rules. Does Growl raise our attack? No, lowers their attack. Let me see Wish. No effect on the turn used at the end of the next turn the Pokemon in the user's current. I think we're in trouble, guys. I think we need the poison. We need to let him wake up and hit the poison and then wish. Okay. I'm gonna wish. He's gonna wake up, hit me, I'm gonna heal. Watch. He's still asleep. Okay. Now he's gonna wake up, hit me, I'm gonna wish. Okay. Oh, I think we're just dead. Overheat in Drizzle. Overheat in Drizzle. Miguel is a Mike 0 for 2. The perfect Venusaur. Rock Slide at 15. Wishing sounds right. I wish. I wish Miguel is a Mike could get out of the lab. I wish I had the stats. I wish I could see the stats. All your ball picks for everybody. See who has the best balls. Yo, Spewing Mucus, welcome in. Thanks for the mid ball. Yo, Daz the Wolf, nice bounces. We got 3 more rights, then a mid, then some rights for Godsend. This is a lot to remember. It's a lot of stuff to remember. 3 more rights. And then we'll worry about all that. 3 more rights. Mr. Picks, Godsend is here. Godsend's never got out of the lab, ever. 0 for 3. We tried our best with the Venusaur. You can't say I didn't give you full effort. But just to throw it away. 5 speed. 5 speed. I am going to Solar Beam the Magikarp. And hope for the best. Okay. Hold, don't burn. Okay, we should get out. No, no. No, okay, we're dead. 0 for 4. As head, mod send, all balls get out. All get my balls out. We have the front page on April 14th, by the way. This will be on the front page of Twitch. According to the support, he checked with the team, even though they changed our name and said, if we change your name, you're not getting front page. Allegedly, I'm supposed to get front page, even though they specifically say you're not getting it if you change your name. But allegedly, be for the front page. We love the front page. It's extra money for free. It's just extra money for free. It's fantastic. We hyper voice. Oh, we die. Oh, it's the camera ups guy. No, it's the camera ups die. I'm the camera ups die. Also, have you seen the spaceship behind me? They might be getting a bit too close. They might have gotten a bit too close to the moon. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about how far away from the moon they're supposed to be, but we got 2 right balls. Spiel, Delibird. Delibird. Yo, it's the Delibird guy. I might be the Delibird guy. Watch this. Drought, Dragon Claw, the synergy. The synergy. Okay. That did not quite do enough to kill. Let me Aeroblast. Let me Aeroblast. No. I think the NASA engineers cheaped out on the building materials for that shuttle. No, that's premium grade. Premium grade. What is that material? That's space material. Miguel's mic is 1 out of 5. That's space material right there. It's clear that you guys have never been to the moon. If you think that is if you think that is cheap, that's $5 billion? No, it's gotta be more than that. How much does a rocket cost? Like, say I get really big on Twitch. A lot of people have private planes. How much for a rocket? Maybe like a used rocket. No, this was the second last ball. There's one more ball. There's one more ball. I was on the moon yesterday. Don't at me. I was here. I didn't see you. I was on the moon. I didn't see you, Godsend. You wouldn't be lying, would you? This is our last right ball. We don't get a Shuckle. We get a Diglett. Let's see. Let's see. 2-star Diglett. Water Orb. Ice Beam. Dragon Breath. This might be the Diglett run. We have a mid-ball for Spewing Mucus after this. And then 4 rights and a left. But we have Ice Beam. We freeze him. Okay. He can't be frozen in the sun. Good move. Good input reading. We paralyze him. We paralyze him. Nice. Okay. Nice. Now we get the drops or the boost, whatever Crush Claw does. No. Okay. Now we get the drop or the boost, whatever Crush Claw does. The drop. Okay, we got the drop. A lot of ball picks. This is putting a lot of pressure on my administrative team. Trying to remember all these ball picks. A lot of pressure on the administration. Trying to remember all these ball picks. Yo, Atomic Valence, welcome in. Good afternoon, Squeaks. Who's that? Who is that? Give me some more drops. Maybe we'll go back to Ice Beam. Okay. Hold. Hold. Maybe he uses a water move now. Who is that? Oh, 7 Squeaks. No, Squeaks is still alive. He's just not me. He is a different guy altogether. Oh, we got poisons. Crit? No. We only know the Butt Zone. Who wants to be the next member of the Butt Zone? Now's your chance. All right. We got Spewing Mucus's mid-ball for 5 Spewing Mucus. You have spent 5,000 reset buttons on a mid-ball pick. I'll give you the chance right now. Would you like to change the direction for free? Squeeze is still alive, but Squee is done for. Who? You've chosen mid-ball. I'll let you choose left or right for free. No, you want to stick with mid. Okay? You could have had a Clefable. That's our PB. Could have had a Dustox. All Spewing Mucus wanted for Christmas is this Vibrava. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what happens. I gave you the chance. I gave you the chance. I love playing mind games. We went out to the bar on Friday when I went to go meet those friends. The friend's boyfriend was like, hey, do you have any gum? I did, but it's from Canada. Didn't really want to give it to him. But I gave him a piece of gum. I went into my pocket, got the gum, gave it to him. He's like, oh, I don't want that. That's from your pocket. And then his friend was like, I'll take it. It was actually in the package in my pocket, but I just took it out. We lose. So I took it out of the package in the pocket. He was like, oh, that's from your pocket? I don't want it. Doesn't want to share Canadian gum. Yeah. So his friend took it. I was like, okay, you can have it. And then he's like, I showed him it was from the package. I showed him it was from the package, not just from my pocket. And he's like, oh, can I have one now? I was like, no, you didn't want it. You didn't want it. Bro, I'll make you a deal. Okay? We'll flip a coin. Yo, Mecha Pookie, welcome in. We'll flip a coin. You want the one in your mouth? I offered him that too. Do you want the gum? How about the gun? What? I was like, we'll make a deal. We'll flip a coin. Okay? Do you want heads or tails? I forget what he chose. Heads. But I flipped it. And then I caught it. I said, do you want me to open my hand or do you want me to flip it onto my other hand? I could open my hand right now. Whatever I'm holding, that's the thing. Otherwise, I flip it, it's going to be the opposite. He said flip it. He lost. He lost. He lost. I gave him the chance. I gave him the chance. That happened when I got free Maple Leaf tickets as well. I told the story before. But I was at a bar, and every drink you bought got you a ticket into the Maple Leaf ticket raffle. What an L to take. I know. I gave him the gum anyway. Every ticket got you into the Maple Leaf raffle. I asked the guy beside me, hey, do you want to switch tickets? He said no. My ticket won. My ticket won. The bartender handed us both tickets because we ordered drinks at the same time. I said, would you like my ticket? He said no. I won the free Maple Leaf tickets, which are like at least $200 each, maybe $250. They were bad seats, but they're at least $250. Did losing the raffle get you tickets and the winner was free to not get them? No, he lost the raffle. I won the tickets and then I gave them to my sister as a wedding present. I didn't tell my sister they were free. I just gave them to my sister as a wedding present. I was like, here you go. I got you guys 2 tickets to the Leafs game. Did not have to tell her. This was Godsend's second right ball, by the way. I left out that piece of information. Gave her the tickets for her wedding. Do, 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 do. Congratulations, Godsend. 1 for 1. 1 for 2. 50%. Not bad. Not bad. Technically, the first ball was a Latios. That would have been... Oh, yeah, you're 1 for 1. You're 1 for 1. The Latios doesn't count. Hi, Reset Sis. Welcome in. She's not here. She's not here. She lives in Canada. Not to dox her, but she lives in Canada. I don't want to dox my family, but they live in Canada. All right, so we got 3 more rights. Godsend is 1 for 1. 3 more rights. Mudkip, shout out to Dino Hack. For some reason, I know this is Dino Hack's favorite Pokemon. Triangulating? Do not try. Do not try. Do not try to bounce the signal off the moon where I'm at. Mudkip gets out? No. Oh, he does. He does. Godsend is 2 for 2. Do not triangulate. Do not triangulate. Do not angulate in any capacity. Do not angulate. Do not angler fish. The guy with the little light bulb on his head. Do not angler fish. Do not Pythagorean theorem and work with angles. Do not Kurt angle. Do not angel, which is a misspelled angle. Do not do anything. You're gonna make me angulate? Do not angulate. Absolutely no angulation. Do not strangle either. That's obvious. No strangling. No murder. But most importantly, no Kurt angling. What would that be? I don't know. I don't know, but don't Kurt angle. Do we have a water stone? No. No, we do not. No, we do not. Are we gonna die in the grass? Maybe. I'm gonna catch this with a nest ball. Just so we don't die in the grass. Let's do that. What do we get? He doesn't even come with an item? We got scammed. What about Finagling. Is that a word? I don't think that's a word. I think you're missing some letters. Try some more letters in there. See if they fit. I think you're missing a few letters. Finagling. I don't think that's a word. Yanma. Yanma. Can we get 5 Yanmas? Let's get a Yanma train here. 5 Yanmas. I'll start. I will start Earthquake Yanma. Oh. We got 0 Yanmas. Godsend 4 not even Yanmaing his own Pokemon here. Nobody wants to Yanma for Godsend. Crazy. Crazy. Yep, I farted Capowalkman pizza. Thank you for the pizza. Any other Finaglers in chat around? That's not a word. It's not a word. We got 2 more rights for Godsend. We don't get the Meganium. We get the Blissey, though. We get the Blissey, though. The 3-star Levitate Blissey. Okay, I'm listening. I'm listening. 11 months, 1 day, 23 hours. You're getting close. You're getting close. We don't miss. Oh, stab, Magical Leaf. I think we're in trouble. Godsend 4 wouldn't even Yanma. 1 year, 1 month, 18 days, 23 hours. Everyone with 23 hours. Everybody with that 23 hours nonsense. Does anyone not have 23 hours? 1 more right ball for Godsend. And then we go to Izuku. Let me go to Izuku. Where has the year gone? I hope I didn't waste it. If you were here, you know, time isn't wasted when you're getting wasted. A wise philosopher once said, time isn't wasted when you're getting wasted. Yo, little Noah G. Welkman. A Finagler is a person who obtains results, avoids obligations, or achieves goals through crafty, deceitful, or manipulative means. Like a Finangler. A Finangler. A Finagler? I've never heard of a Finagler. I appreciate the contribution, though. Never heard of a Finagler. I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to say that. Am I canceled? Yo, not about 416, welcome in. Hi, this is Elvia. Why is there a Blissey on screen every time I come into a chat? Finagler. Yeah. Okay, I know the word. I know the word, I've just never seen it written. Finagler. Yeah, I know that word. I know that word. All right, we're on to Izuku's picks. No, we have a left ball for Space Kitty. Space Kitty snuck in there. And then we go right, right, left, right. Space Kitty snuck in. Right under the wire. With a left ball. Moddage? 1 year, 69 months? Space Kitty, you get Eradicate. With Flamethrower, hear me out. Hear me out. This might be the Eradicate. Thick Fat? This might be it. This might be the Eradicate that gets to Safari. Okay. Do I risk? Do I risk it? I guess I risk it. You gotta risk it for the business. Do in the real world. What is that? What is that? Pow is waiting? Do not wait. Do not wait. It's too late to apologize. We're dead. We're dead. That Eradicate, much like iFinagle posted in the Discord. Did you? Should I check the Discord? Should I check the Discord? What is all this? What is happening? What in the wide world of sports is happening? We have Discord. We have a picture. We have a picture to show everybody. Let me pull up the Discord. We have, I don't know if you would call this fan art. It was posted in the general. How do I download? I'm just gonna try and download. How do I download? Well, we may never know. We'll probably just never see it. View details, no. Open media link, maybe. Link copied, no. How do I download something? Oh, there we go. Save image. Save image. Okay, we have saved image. Hold. Hold. Right click. I've never used Discord. Hold. Why is the chat speaking Yiddish today? Shout out to Yiddish. Shout out to, what's the guy's name? What's that guy's name? The famous Jewish rapper? Johann something? What's the guy's name? Yaroslav Halak? What's the guy's name? He's got a name for sure. Modest Yahoo, that's it. Shout out to Modest Yahoo, there we go. Don't click, it's a virus. Your system is infected with 3 viruses, that's it. Starring Helen Mirren, look at the spaceship. Look at that. Fantastic stuff. Adam Sandler? Probably Adam Sandler. It took 1 year, but there's now a button Discord. There is. Look at that. Look at that. There's a button Discord, and we posted that in the Discord. 10 out of 10, no notes. 10 out of 10, no notes. Hate ads and have an unused Twitch Prime. Check now. True. True. We're looking for our first sub of the day. That is Boji, my Axo. He watches too. You gotta pay double. If there's more than 1 person watching per account, you gotta pay double. Otherwise, have them open up their own account so we get double the viewership. No piggybacking. No sharing accounts, guys. No sharing accounts. Everyone needs their own account. Actually, everyone needs 2 accounts. Everyone is required to watch the stream with 2 accounts each. New rule. New space rule. All right, we go right, left, right for Izuko 98. Right, left, right. New rule from space. Kakuna. Kakuna. All right, I'm going to use Tri-Attack. I'm going to freeze him. He is going to stay frozen. We go first. That's scary. What? I burn him. We lose. That's a slow Meganium. All right. We go left for Izuko 98, then right for Izuko 98. Well, let's see what happens. Everybody needs 2 accounts. Double the viewership. For legal purposes, that is a joke. We go left. Whooper. Yo, Dapper Banjo, welcome in. Ah! Watch out, button. The rocket is going to crash into you. Run. No, they're coming to pick me up. They're coming to pick me up. I was stranded here in space. And they're like, don't you worry, we're coming to get you. They are a little bit close, though. I didn't think they would get this close to the moon. I'm not sure about how gravity works, but they're a little bit close. I'm not a science doctor. I'm not a doctor of spaceology. Astronomy? I'm not an astronomer. I'm not a moon doctor. Wait a minute! How did you get to space in the first place? I jumped. I jumped really high. I was trying to dunk. I kept going. I jumped too high, too strong. And I just kept floating to space. We go right for Izuko 98. Oh, go. So let that be a lesson to you guys. Don't jump. Don't jump. If you have strong legs, you might end up on the moon. It's a hazard they don't warn you about in school. They warn you about quicksand. They warn you about dinosaurs. They don't warn you about accidentally jumping into space. And that's on the education system. That's not on me. That is my teacher's fault. Not my fault. All right, we go right. Last ball pick. We couldn't go right for Ho-Oh, so we go right now. Last ball pick. I blame the education system. Squirtle. 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 Izuko 98, are you proud of yourself? Hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. It was probably a reaction from being shocked at how bad this year's NBA Hall of Fame class is. Who got inducted? Who is the class? All right, you know what? As bad as this pick is, Izuko did get out. We can't blame results, you know? We can't blame results. Can't blame results. You know? A win is a win. Is it a bad pick if it gets out? This one has 16 speed. I'll say it's a good pick. If it got out with like 8 speed and we just die in the grass, bad pick. You're welcome. Thank you. Everyone say thank you to Izuko 98. Good ball pick. Good ball pick. From the NBA, Joey Crawford. Stat? Who is stats? Doc Rivers, one of the worst coaches of all time. D'Antoni. Okay. Who is stat? Joey Crawford is a good ref. It's a good ref. D'Antoni, I could see. Doc Rivers is the most overrated coach to ever coach in any sport. Who's worse? Who is stats? Amari Stoudemire. Okay. And they say Steve Nash wasn't the MVP. Steve Nash got Amari Stoudemire into the Hall of Fame, and you're telling me he wasn't MVP. Doo-doo. Doc Rivers, worst coach I've ever seen. No coach has ever blamed the players more than Doc Rivers. Hey, Doc Rivers, maybe it's not every team and every single player on every team that you've ever coached. Maybe you're a bad coach. Maybe it's not every single player on every team you've ever coached in every conference. Maybe you're not a good coach. Maybe you should tone down your little ego. No one has ever ridden one championship more with 4 first ballot Hall of Famers pretending like it mattered that he was the coach. That team was winning a championship no matter what. They actually played the Raptors. It was either the first game of the season or something like that, maybe second, when they all came together, and I was like, that team's winning the championship. They played so well together, I was like, they're winning the championship. How do you defeat those 4 Hall of Famers? How do you defeat those 4 players? I could have coached that Boston team to the championship. But Doc Rivers is like, no, I'm the best. I'm the best. Okay, then why did you suck on every team? Look, I'm no Doc Rivers stan, but he's borderline top 5 in coaching wins. He was obviously going to get into the Hall of Fame. It was a beautiful championship. It was a great championship, but 3 monkeys in a trench coat could have got that team to a championship. Doc Rivers was only along for the ride. He wasn't the cause. He was not the reason Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, and Rondo won a championship. They won because they had 4 Hall of Famers. You're telling me that coach that got handed 3 superstar teams and usurped a 4th as a high amount of wins? Yeah. He got handed a lot of good teams, and what happened with them? Wins more than 1 with a good head coach? Yeah. Joe Mazzulla, I mean, he did a lot this year. But who was handed Giannis and screwed it up and then blames Giannis? Yo, Bucks, Buckman. Think since George Karl made the Hall of Fame, Doc has a better resume even though he's a big choke artist in playoffs? Yeah, on paper. On paper, Doc is a great coach. His resume says he's a great coach. But the eye test and listening to him in interviews, blaming his players anytime he loses. Take some responsibility. Every team you have chokes. Is that on the team? Is that on the team to blow a 3-1 lead? Is that on the team or is that bad coaching? They beat a Cleveland team led by LeBron and 4 players starting a Detroit team past their prime. True. I still have my Beat LA shirt from those finals. Which one? We're talking about that, what? That what? Doc Rivers? We're mentioning Doc Rivers. We're mentioning Doc Rivers. We're mentioning Doc Rivers. The standards for the NBA Hall of Fame is really low. Who got snubbed? I don't even know who was up for it. Do you guys think Kyle Lowry is a Hall of Famer? I would. I would give Kyle Lowry the Hall of Fame. Because I've watched a lot of his games. We're dead. I watched a lot of his games, so I would give him the Hall of Fame. He scored 12 straight points in the finals to start the game to win. For 10 straight, 12 straight. Meh, he's close. I could see the argument of him not getting it. He deserves a statue in Toronto, though. Regardless of Hall of Fame, deserves a statue. He should be the first statue in Toronto. That's what I would give him. I would give him Hall of Fame, but I could see why some people wouldn't. You would have to have watched a lot of his games to understand. I would give him it. Absolutely not for Lowry, but Amari got in. The standards are on the floor. Well, like, Kyle Lowry does a lot of stuff. Amari never led a team. Amari was never the best player on his team, was he? He deserves a statue in Memphis. Kyle Lowry, true. Give him a statue everywhere. Memphis sucks. Yo, 10 Scroll Luckman. The only thing good about Memphis is their throwback jerseys. Also, that's the best part about Memphis. The Grizzly throwback jerseys. That's all they got. Do not throw it back. I'll throw it back right now. Amari was the best player on the Knicks for 1.5 seasons before we traded for Melo. Well, there you go. There you go. That's a Hall of Fame right there. No one was snubbed. Really, the most qualified newcomer is Tyson Chandler? Yeah, he shouldn't be a first ballot. I could see Tyson Chandler getting in. He was like multiple-time defensive player of the year, right? Tyson Chandler's beard deserves to make it to the Hall of Fame. What about Corey Maggetti's armbands? What you know about Corey Maggetti's armbands? What you know about Corey Maggetti's biceps? If you don't know, that sounds crazy. What you know about Corey Maggetti's biceps? Yeah, Tyson Chandler could do it. But first ballot is tough. First ballot is like... Even if you deserve it, now that Bill Belichick's not first ballot, who's going to get first ballot? Gold medals won the hardest ring ever? Which one? Oh, the Dirk one? Yeah. He did a lot. Yeah, I could see it. But if Bill Belichick's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, I don't know if anyone will ever be. They might just stop giving anybody first ballot in any sport. Yo, level 8 Blissy, welcome. Let's put him to sleep. Now let's just throw a ball. Let's just throw a ball. Was carried by JJ Barea? True. Yo, full baked potato, welcome in. Nice. Snorlax. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Yikes. Yikes. I hear that full baked potato did not save his run and lost his Snorlax. Is that true? Is that true? To Electric Avenue. True? Yo, Blissy, welcome. Shield Dust, Blissy. Oh, this wins. Oh, this wins. Yo, Full Baked Potato, thank you for the sub with a Prime Gaming sub for 13 months. Welcome back to the Bud Zone. I appreciate it. We're now 228 subs away. Let's go. Thank you for the Prime Gaming sub. I apologize for calling you out about the Snorlax now. True. Lowry, 6-time All-Star NBA champ, 2016 All-NBA, can definitely make it, but not first ballot. Yeah. Yeah, he's got a good resume. Better resume than people think. Better resume than people think. I could see him being borderline. He definitely deserves it as someone who watched every game. I would say his most memorable stat, taking charges. Yo, Flip Big Potato, nice arrive emote. I don't know where Kyle Lowry ranks on taking charges. He's got to be top 5 all time in the NBA. Someone look that up. Someone look up how many charges Kyle Lowry took. Where's he at on the charges list? That's why I would put him in the Hall of Fame. He tried, you know. Him and DeMar revived Toronto basketball. They did. They did. People act like LeBron owned Toronto. LeBron owned every team. He went to 8 straight finals. And people act like he only beat the Raptors. Nobody was... Okay. We have shield dust and it doesn't even save us. Got outed by the Heat for being out of shape. The Heat are the worst organization of all time. I understand they won some championships, or they won 1 championship, but they're the worst organization of all time. Shaq left. LeBron left because they took his cookies. You had LeBron James and he left your organization because you wouldn't let him eat cookies. Maybe having the best player in the history of the world, just let him have some cookies. He's going to be okay. But they drove him out of town because they didn't want him to have cookies. Yeah, that's a terrible organization. Terrible, terrible organization right there. I'm trying to think about what the X factor for Kyle Lowry is to move him from the Hall of Very Good to Hall of Very Fame. Integral in the championship. Wasn't just there. Without Kyle Lowry, we don't win the championship. Taking all the charges. 10 or 12 straight points to start that game 6 to win the championship. On that bubble team that went on a good run, true. He got legendary cake, he does. He won 3, true. Why do they call it the chip? It's a shortening of championship. Spoelstra's the GOAT? Spoelstra's good. It's just Pat Riley. Pat Riley's the issue. They won 1 with Shaq. They drove Shaq out of town because he didn't want to stay in that shape. They could have won more. Could have won more with Shaq, but he didn't want to have to follow their strict standards. Didn't want LeBron to have cookies, so he left. They did win, but they could have won so much more if they just chilled. If they just chilled. Yo, Aniv's lawyer with the resub for 7 months. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you for the resub. Enjoy your emotes and no ads. Speaking of ads, we're about to go to ads very soon. But Aniv's lawyer will not be joining us in ads. The Ray Allen fluke ring? I don't know about fluke. I don't know about fluke. You got to play all 48 minutes. Real lawyer in chat, true. You got to play till the whistle. Chris Bosh got the rebound. Spurs could have got the rebound. They didn't. You got to play until the whistle. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. Half the arena left before the Spurs choked. Hey, was it Spurs choking or was it Miami playing well? Never leave. Never leave. I would never leave if I was in the finals. You're telling me I paid $1,000 for this ticket? I'm going to leave? I'm a legal assistant. Are you a Neve's lawyer's legal assistant? 100% Spurs choking. Shout out to the Spurs. Shout out to the Spurs. Tanked, got Wemby. Now one of the best teams in the NBA. Great job. Great execution. Great execution there. NBA will always have border players who are really good and will slide in the Hall of Fame. It's basketball Hall of Fame. International players, coaches will get uplifted compared to Hall of Fame and other leagues. True. True. Did Kyle Lowry play on any of the was he on any of the Olympic teams? That might get him in. I recently used law to talk the guy into leaving a lady alone. Okay. The law or law? I hate the Spurs. They're the best. Oh, we already got the balls. They're the best organization in any sport ever over the past like 40 years. Winningest. Winningest organization. Maybe the Patriots, I guess, but maybe the Patriots. But the Spurs have won a lot. Yo, Super Pilot 4, welcome in. Great job, thank you. Are you talking about the drawing of the spaceship? I don't think so. I don't know if my stepdad is a Neves lawyer, then maybe. Probably. They don't deserve any luck, true. He was in Villanova's Hall of Fame. There you go. There you go. I think that puts him over the top. They're the luckiest organization. Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker. Is that luck or is that good development? That might be luck. That might be good development. It might be good drafting. I don't know how many people had Manu Ginobili on their draft board, but imagine almost every time you have a lottery pick, which is rare to begin with, you somehow get the lotto and get the generational draft pick. But they built around him. They definitely built around him. I give them credit. I give them credit. Yo, stab Boomerang and I'm not dead. We'll see. We will see after the break. After the break for ads. BRB for these space ads. Space heads. Space heads. Welcome in, space heads. Okay, let's catch this. Let's run away, but catch it later. You don't think winning the lottery is a skill? Am I the only one who thinks it's a skill to win the lottery? Bow, bow. Good, good lottery winning skills. Show me the level 8s. I could run the Venusaur. I could run this Venusaur, level 32, right before Misty. Right before Misty. What do you guys think? Venusaur or Nidoqueen? 9? Not the strongest. Not the strongest. Yo, X guy, welcome in. Thanks for jamming. Thanks for Psyduck dancing. Duck disco. Thanks for duck discoing. Moving on. For 10. He's like, he's okay. What do you guys want? Ivysaur or Nidoqueen? I say we go for the Queen. Stab a Bone Meringue. Seems good. Seems good to me. Queen? Anive's lawyer says Queen. We go Queen. Ooh. Yeah, unfortunate nature. This is very, very good, other than nature. The other one we saw probably had a better nature. All right, let's see. Well, let's see what happens. We got the moves. We got the moves. Do we have the skill? Do we have the ability to do it? Moving on. Moving on. We don't miss, which is great. We're still a little bit weak. Tiny, tiny bit weak. Give me like 5 more attack. The nature is killing us. This nature is not very so Raven right now. This is not very so Raven. 60 times 2 at 100% or 75 times 2. We don't miss? Oh, we miss. We did in fact miss, and then we got burnt. We missed and we got burned. Literally the worst possible thing that could happen. And it happened. Okay. Try attack. All right, hold. The worst possible case scenario here. We missed. We missed. That's what happens when you miss sometimes. You lose. Sometimes you miss. Sometimes you lose. A C dot. Okay, hold. Hold. Oh, okay. The burn. What time is it for you? It's 4:31 in the UK. It's very similar time. Very similar time here. I'm giving up on you. Yo, Diamond DCS, welcome. What time is it in what time is it in Mexico? What's up, Rocketman? See, everyone calls me Rocketman. Everybody calls me Rocketman. Not much, just winning Super Kaizo with a Nidoqueen. Something that's never been done before. No one would ever run this. Terrible nature Nidoqueen. But we do. We do. A rocket button. Win Super Kaizo. I'm pretty sure I'm doing that. Okay. We miss, but he hits 55%. That's big. W winning. Glad to hear. Thank you. I'm glad to be winning. I'm glad to be winning. Wake up. Wake up. Come on, wake up. Thank you. 2 misses. Really costing us here. Really, Bob, costing us. All right, to avoid missing, we double kick. I should have boomeranged. Should have boomeranged. Yeah. Yo, bowling for Whoop Walkman. Is this the Blissey guy I've heard so much about? It is. Literally a perfect Nidoqueen. That hurts. That hurts. Unfortunate nature. And unfortunate misses on boomerang. So we're dead. So we're dead. I'm giving up on you. I'm giving up on that Nidoqueen. Could have made Safari Bear. Bear. Who do you think is going to win the NBA lottery this year? Who do you think the NBA is going to rig to win the lottery? Dallas again, maybe? Maybe another Dallas win? Let me see the standings. Who would the NBA like to rig it for? NBA standings. Who should they rig it for? Not the Wizards. Maybe the Bucks? They might rig it for the Bucks. No, the Warriors. They'll rig it for the Warriors. I think the Warriors will win the draft lottery. Okay, interesting little coughing here. Bulls, you own available ID, welcome. It could be the Bulls. Why would they rig it? Because they're the NBA. They're the NBA. They rig everything, allegedly. Allegedly. If the Warriors win the lottery, I quit basketball. Get ready to quit basketball. Get ready. Okay. Get ready to quit basketball. They're definitely going to ring it for one of those teams. If it's rigged, then why watch a hack seed? The games aren't rigged. I mean, they might be. But the draft lottery, definitely rigged. Otherwise, why would they have Dallas trade their best player to the Lakers? And then give Dallas the lottery? Cheese Bogies wants a left ball. Why would Cleveland suddenly win? Why would all these teams win? Hey, how realistic Reset's scenario is. Yeah, they'll win. They will win. The Golden State Warriors are going to win the draft lottery. I'm not a betting man, but I would definitely bet at least $1 on that. And $1 to me is like $1 million to you guys. So it's pretty confident. No luck for Cheese Bogies. No luck. I tried to lower his accuracy a little bit. Didn't work. Didn't work. Did you guys get any Yo Kyrie welcome. Should I say reset now? Always reset. Yo, Pedro Pasquencia welcome. Pedro Fonseca. Am I canceled? What does that mean? Welcome in though. Thank you for the follow. I'd bet my yacht on it. Me too. Everything is rigged, predetermined. We're living in a simulation. True. We're just a bunch of ones and zeros. I can see the Wizards getting the rigging. They trade for AD and Trae Young, plus the Knicks own their first pick. True. It's top 4 protected. But who cares about the Wizards? Even if the Wizards are good, that's not going to help the NBA at all. Always reset is a mouthful though. That's what she... did you guys get any discounted candy? I went in, they have this Cadbury chocolate bar, but it has mini egg chunks in it. So it's like a regular Cadbury chocolate bar, and it has little chunks of mini egg in the chocolate bar. It's the best thing I've ever put in my mouth. It's the best thing I've ever had. It used to be $3.50, so I got like 1. I only had 1, but it was so amazing. It was on sale today for $1. $1 because Easter was yesterday. It's an Easter candy. $1. I had to stock up. It's the best thing I've ever had. Who are we banning? You for 5 subs. He made that's what she said joke? What? I did not. You can't prove that. You can't prove anything. I'm gonna delete the VOD. I'm going to delete the VOD. You can't prove anything. You don't have the going back in time technology. You got to be subbed to have that technology. Power Slap has it, but probably doesn't know how to use it. Wow, wow. In my days, I'm latching onto you. He got you there, he did. No, I got you. I also got you. Okay, little sports. Okay, old sports. Do you even know what old sport is from? If I were to call you old sports, what do you think that's a reference to? Is Power Slap? No. Is he furiously Googling what old sport means? Or does he know? Ba, bam, ba. Yo mama. No. It's a reference from... Yo, make a mistake and welcome in my grandpa. One of you has to be incorrect. It can't be the same person. It would be a reference to... what's that book? That one book. That one book about the guy, The Great Gatsby. The Great Gatsby. I actually know. Too late. Too late. Already said it. The Great Gatsby. All right. This is a shuckle. I'm going to name him Gatsby. Come on, Gatsby. Gatsby. Gatsu? No. Gatsby. What's so great about him? His wealth. J. Gatsby. J. Edgar Gatsby. A left ball for Aneve's lawyer. We're never going back to the lab, though. Miguel and Miguel, I know. I know. One of them should be banned. Which one? We definitely gotta thin the MIG. Thin the MIGs. Dude, that was with an M. That was fully with an M, by the way. Can't speak. 4-star shuckle, but we're going to lose. We're going to lose. That's a good way to make sure that shuckle doesn't make it to the end. True. Are you safe where you are? I see a huge missile and maybe some vacuum situation. No, that's a spaceship. They're coming to pick me up. They're coming to pick me up. They just want to watch the stream without getting ads. So they came to watch live. Perfect shuckle. Delete the VOD. Can't even be an Ella kid. I tried. We had Ice Beam. What do you want me to do? Yo, Zo Pokemon. Who took a button to the moon? Who took you to speak? Left ball for Aneve's lawyer. We're facing an Igloo buff. This might be the freest win I've ever had in my life. Dragon Rage 2? We win. Everyone make fun of Zope's minor spelling mistake. We win. It's 8:42 a.m. Time is relative. I believe Edward Newton said that. Edward Einstein said that. Do we run this? My literally hot take is The Great Gatsby and Wuthering Heights are very similar as they both feature the same message about loving someone you can't have, but you don't actually love them, but only the idea they represent. Which one came first? Which book came first? Was Wuthering Heights before the 1900s or whenever it came out? All right, man. Wuthering Heights? Well, get good, I guess. Yeah, that would have won. A bit too slow. Gatsby was written about a Chad. It was. It was. The thing about The Great Gatsby, I tried to explain to the Serbian girl. You know how there was that green light across the water? There's actually a place across the water from me that has a red light when it's open. It has a red light when it's open. And I was like, that's like from The Great Gatsby. I don't think she knows what it is. So I can look across the water and see a place when it's open has a red light. And it's beckoning to me, it's calling to me. It's saying, yo, reset button, come here. Come watch the sunset, have a drink. Hang out. Quit streaming and just lay by the sun. Was written in 1847. How dare they write 2 books about love? 70 years apart. How dare they make a second book about love 70 years after the first one? Not a Chad. Shout out to Chad Michael Murray. Shout out to John Tucker Must Die. Shout out to Brittany Snow. Shout out to Ashanti in that movie as well. Diamond DCS with the right ball. Okay. A Chad is like that red light district thing. No, it just has red lights. I need to drink a coffee. All allowance. I'm way too out of control. Wouldn't coffee make you more out of control and give you more energy? We scammed Diamond DCS. We have to face the nemesis. It was written by a spinster. She died unmarried. RIP to Emily Bront. I don't know anything about her, so I'm not going to say RIP. Drought Blaze Kick. Yo, Rocket Man. Thank you. See, everybody's calling me Rocket Man. Yo, Heath Greed, welcome him. Do not shoot me. Did she have a cat? When were cats invented? You know what I was thinking about earlier today? Poison powder? Sure. I was thinking about what happened for like 1,500 years, you know? Like, okay, cool. Jesus, you know, Jesus, we all know that. Easter, he hung around with bunnies and stuff. I'm sure there's more to the story than that, but Jesus, we eat chocolate eggs, right? And then what happened in like the year 372? You don't hear much about 372. It goes Jesus, who knows, and then Middle Ages. What happened in like 372? What was going on? Nothing? Nothing? The Yankees and the Red Sox? No like sports updates? Nothing? Nothing happened? What happened for like 1,500 years? People just hung out? Cats were invented at least since the discovery of the pyramids. True. True. Her whole family was awed for the time, but they got that moan. Do not get that moan. I'm gonna die along with my cats. I'm just like Wuthering Heights author. Your cats will eat you. That's the crazy thing. Dogs will die alongside you and starve. What is this convo? I'm asking about history. It's educational. Jesus discovered blacksmithing. He might have. He might have. Educational. Cats will eat you. Dogs will starve alongside you. That's the difference. She had an orange too. Nice. She believed in the chaos. They are chaotic. Zope, I found the answer to your question via Google. Emily Bront drew their ginger and white cat tiger. Not a very creative name there by Emily. Not a very creative writer. If you pivot, we all unsub. 5 subs to run the Vigoroth. My cats will not eat me. They don't eat trash. True. You're not even good enough for your cats to eat. 5 subs, we run the Vigoroth. Was that crit? No, there's no way that was crit. There's no way that was a crit. It was the 1800s. There was no Google. Oh, this orange cat looks like a tiger. Let me name it Tiger like everybody else. 5 unsubs if you pivot. No. We would have to have 5 subs to make that happen. I'm up all night, good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. Theoretically, there could. What about a Jolteon? Can't escape a blizzard. Theoretically, there could have been a Google. It's always been possible. True. Why didn't Emily just invent the internet? What if she named it Squeak's Reset Button? That name is taken. That name is taken. Imagine being named in the 1800s. You're named after relatives or all be named John or Ann. That sounds fine to me. I could be John Ann. Would that be a little creepy? What? Oh, I can't escape? I'm gonna catch and release and hopefully not catch so I can kill it. Can't holla at Squeaks anymore. True. I'm not a holla back girl. Yo, Toaster McBath, welcome in. Changes his name to Reset Button, then changes his name to Rocket Man. What's the truth here? You can only change your name once every 60 days. So Rocket Man is just a nickname. For legal purposes, Rocket Man is a nickname. I forgot the classic 1800s. Google the Pony Express. Google in the 1800s, just ask a guy. And if he doesn't know, you just will never find out. Lucky. Earthquake for 4. Hold. Yeah, he just sucks. He just kind of sucks. I wish I did more. The local scholar. Thank God I'm not a scholar. I'm totally a scholar. I walk down the street and people say, yo, are you a scholar? And I have to say yes. Is Vigoroth Safari bound? 5,000 subs. Did you recently read both books? I have. I was an English major. Yeah, but so was Power Slab. So, you know, that's not really saying too much. That's not really helping your arguments. They'll give that to anybody. They'll let anybody be an English major. Why does it keep saying low confidence? Believe in yourself. Shout out to Elamir. Give us some good luck here. Give us a nice Lapras with some good moves and good stats. Gotta tell me. Papa hasn't read in 10 years. Does he know how to read? Is he still here? Drought Blastburn might hurt. What do you guys think? I'm not wrong. Never have been. Never have been wrong. That's why I have 2 minors too. And MED. That's not a thing. MED is not a thing. What does it mean? What does an MED mean? Is that going to be a D's joke? Yes, it is. No one's ever heard of it. I think I want more sleep. No. Leave the stream on. You abducted and kidnapped them. Do not abduct. Do not abduct. Is... Never heard of it. How knows how to go read the lab dialogue? True. MED, Masters of Education. Are you telling me you're a teacher? Are you telling me that Kyrie is a teacher? What is going on here? Pure power. What in the pure power nonsense is going on? Maybe hustle. Hopefully hustle. And hopefully still has it at level 8. Yeah. As you can see by half the damage, one of them definitely has a better ability. One of them has a better ability. Do we risk it or do we go for the Vigoroth? Teacher, I hardly know her. True. I work in higher ed. Sure you do. Sure you do, pal. Sure you do. Sure you do. Kyrie is in charge of the youth. We want hustle, high jump kick. Nothing to worry about there. I won't miss. I just won't miss. 8? I'm just not gonna miss. Why is it always low confidence? What are you doing? Why are you believe in yourself? My minors are in women's gender studies and sexuality and psychology. So I can ruin people's lives. It doesn't take much to ruin people's lives. All right. Are you trying to be a professor, Kyrie? That's why my roasts are so good, are they? Are they? It seems very easy to ruin someone's life. Yo, mommy milkers. Joel to Leon. Not bad. Let's see it. Let's see it. Where's that? I like roast beef. My mom makes pretty good roast beef. One did have huge power. Okay. We were right about that. It also had a lot of spa. Blast burn our way to Brock somehow. And then we get Crab Hammer before Misty. Yeah, that wins. At one point in time, I wanted to be a professor. I applied to be a professor. I got reached out to by a recruiter. And was like, yo, do you want to be a professor? I was like, sure. Sure, why not? I'll do it on the side. I was going to teach like one class a week. I was going to do it on the side of my job. We go left. But I did not get... Yo, Milo, welcome in. 407 spa. Holy moly. A glass canon. Yeah. Yo, shield dust. Give me a special move and we win. Just give me one singular special move and we win. Please. Decide I want to go back to school for sonograms and ultrasounds. That's a good career. People are always going to be having babies. I'm tired of not making money in my field. You know the best job? In the same vein as sonograms and ultrasounds. X-ray tech. X-ray techs make so much money and you're not responsible for anything. You're not responsible for diagnosis, anything. You're not even allowed to give your opinion. All you have to do is take the x-rays. And you make so much money. So much money. I highly recommend it. X-ray tech. Steal the money from the rich. True. Let's all go to Powa's house and steal his money. Which streamer? Some of them. Some of them. None of them are here right now, but some of them. I heard AI was taking over the medical imagery. Maybe. Someone told me that. I'll tell you that. I dual major. I'll dual major. Yeah, you should. How would they take over medical imagery? I mean, that would make sense. It doesn't seem like you need a person there. I don't want some idiot co-pilot telling me I'm pregnant. I don't want to be pregnant. If I find out I'm pregnant, I'm going to have a lot of questions for that doctor. Powa lives in the gutter, true. But he lives there as like cosplay. Powa spends all day in the gutter, then goes home to his mansion. He doesn't actually live in the gutter, you know what I'm saying? They just program an AR robot to scan me. I mean, if it means people can get faster treatment. If it means you can get ultrasounds and MRIs and stuff faster, rather than waiting like 6 months, that might be not too bad. A LARPing is living in the gutter? Exactly. Exactly. Lepa? No. Calcium? No. All right, let's go. Let's try it. Imagine having to put cold jelly on your own body. I would never jelly myself. I would never gelatin me. What is going on here? How'd that do such little damage? Come on, man. Come on, man. Why are you doing so much to me as well? Come on, man. 6? No, you get the crit? Yeah, okay, you get the crit, yeah. He did 6, and then he did 14. He did 6 and then 14. Psycho Boost, he wave! We would have had to get to level 20. Incredible Milo just didn't have the moves. My ultrasound guy heats my jelly up for my anxiocardiograms. Does jelly have to be cold to work? Why are they not just using warm jelly this entire time? You know what I'm gonna do? I am going to disrupt the ultrasound industry. I'm gonna sell warm jelly. I'm gonna sell warm jelly. A charge room? I know, that's what I said. We are currently trying to find new family doctors because our current doctor's office is requiring the doctors to let AI tell the doctor how to treat patients. Yeah, I don't want an AI doctor. It's a listening of the heart. Shout out to your heart. Shout out to your heart. This thing wins Kaizo, but unfortunately, very, very illegal. If we see this on a trainer, we're going to lose. We 100% lose to this if we ever face it, but my heart works hard. Is it hardly working or working hard? AI doctors also named Miguel. True. True. Everybody's Miguel. Everybody's name is Miguel nowadays. But be our guest. Be our guest. That's what I would say. We are Miguel. Welcome to the Miguel zone. Welcome to the Miguel zone, everybody. One valve doesn't close fully, so it works harder. I did not know that valves were closing in the heart. I had no idea. Not to mention I'm out of shape. Do 20 jumping jacks. Every ad break, do 20 jumping jacks. We'll get you back in. Get you back in shape. That's what I used to do during work. Once an hour, I would just do like 10 jumping jacks. That's it. That's it. Nothing crazy. Just a little movement. I might die if I exercise. Dude. Well, don't die. Don't die then. There's gotta be something in between. Did you know 100% of gym goers die? True. That's true. Literally in high school, I went to the ER and my dad's girlfriend at the time's daughter. That's a lot of words. My dad's girlfriend at the time's daughter. Okay, so like your half-step sister. Also went to the ER the same day, different hospitals. And I found out I had a giant goose egg cyst on my ovaries. That's not good. And my dad's GF daughter was just constipated from a sonogram. It's not a competition. It's not a competition. How big is a goose egg? But I guess you win. Congrats on winning, I guess. Hopefully your ovaries are recovering. Yes, it was. Oh, okay, it was competition. In the gym right now, any motivational words? What? Just pick this stuff up. Just pick this stuff up. Just pick it up. Just pick it up. Pick it up again. And then when you don't want to pick it up anymore, pick it up some more. And then just pick it up again. Hey, one more time, pick it up again. And then just go pick it up. Just pick it up. Bigger than a chicken egg. What's the biggest egg a chicken has ever laid? A goose egg is as big as a goose egg. This might surprise you. I don't spend too much time around geese. They are kind of scary. Go to the local goose egg farm and check yourself. I don't know if there's a goose egg farm in Europe. Ovarian cysts can be caused by stress. Really? I didn't know cysts could be caused by stress. I thought they were calcium buildup. I've had like small cysts on my fingers, but then they go away because they're just calcium buildup. So I'm not gonna be stressed. Yeah, just don't be stressed. Yeah, just don't be stressed. I could have sworn they were calcium buildup. Maybe my doctor was just using AI. I could have had an AI doctor. Stress self-destruction mechanism. Do not self-destruct. Your body gets stressed and is like, I'm taking myself out. I'm taking us all out. Did you see it? I had to get my gallbladder taken out. And my doctor said it was the worst gallbladder he's ever seen. And then when I got awoken from surgery, when I woke up, I was like, hey man, can I see it? And they were like, no. So I don't know if they ever took it out. They might not have taken out my gallbladder. Always ask to see if they remove things, you know? How do I know what they did? Do you have dietary restrictions now? I have unrelated dietary restrictions. Some people can't eat like pork and stuff, but it doesn't do anything to me. They might have sold a kidney. I know they might have. They might have sold one of my kidneys. This thing is good, except, yo, One Max Pain, welcome in. They ate it? They might have ate it. That was my one chance to see what a gallbladder looks like. And I lost it. Can't believe they didn't show you the receipts. I know. This might blow your minds. I walked into the hospital in Canada, got my gallbladder removed, and then I just left the hospital. There's no cashier waiting for you at the end of the hospital. You just leave. You just walk in, get the stuff, and then leave. Does that blow anyone's mind? We get poisoned literally every time in this game. Can I get Can I get Reset's kidney for 5 subs? Yeah. I'll sell my kidney for 5 subs. Okay. You think they have your kidney in a jar somewhere? They might. Gallbladder? They might have taken a kidney. I don't know. They didn't show me. Me with my American 16,000 hospital bill from a kidney stone? Yeah. My dad drove himself to the hospital when he got a kidney stone. Also free. I just got another bill. You can always dispute them. I know there's like a bunch of channels dedicated to how to dispute them and what to do and how to get the most amount of money off. Like if you email and just say, can you give me an itemized receipt? Usually it'll be cut in half because they can't actually itemize everything. They just give you like fake charges, like $400 for a pencil. Hey, can you give me an itemized receipt? And then they have to justify everything. Usually work them down to a couple $100s. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. I might be the first person to ever say this, but paying $16,000 to get a kidney stone out is not a good system. I know that's probably a hot take. I just went walking out. I did, but yeah, I went to, or my dad drove himself. It was my grandpa's 90th birthday, 80th birthday, 90th birthday. It was my grandpa's birthday, a big one. So all the family was there, like 150 people. And we woke up and there was a note on the kitchen table. Hey guys, I went to the hospital. So he just woke up at like 5 a.m. and drove himself to the hospital. Didn't really tell us. A very scary note to get, especially in the time when there wasn't really texting. But he was fine, just a kidney stone. Is when they charge new patients like $40 for a skin contact with their newborn. That's crazy. That's crazy. Holding your baby is a charge? That's crazy. Paying to be able to continue to be alive is a wild concept. It is. It is. But yeah, I've never had a kidney stone. I would not recommend it. He could drive himself. I've never been more incapable in my life. Yeah. Yeah, it took him out. He missed the birthday. But he did get his kidney stone. He did get to keep his kidney stone. They gave it to him in a tiny little jar. So he actually got to keep it. Impressive he could drive himself. Because a nurse has to be paid to watch over you and show you how to hold the baby. Crazy. Crazy. We got poisoned again. Let's go. Don't let them know about Super Kaizo. The charge per seat attempt. They probably will. They'll charge for this pain. The nurse was already there. Where? Where's the nurse at? Who is the nurse in this situation? The nurse was already there in the hospital. Yeah. Yeah. I guess they could just give you a YouTube video, right? She's talking about supercharges. Oh yeah, she's already there. She's already being paid. Or he. A lot of male nurses. Or he. They were already being paid. We gotta pay him more. I saw something. I think it was Powa Slap. I saw a video. This might be about Powa. Someone chartered a yacht. It was someone talking about their yacht experience, right? It was one of the workers. So they worked on a yacht. Someone chartered the yacht for $300,000. I love my Merces. They chartered the yacht for $300,000, okay? But they didn't leave a tip. If I'm paying $300,000, I would assume you're making enough money. I would assume you're not getting minimum wage and need tips. If we're going so far as to charge $300,000, just charge me the amount you want then. I get it for restaurants where they have to where they've razor thin margins and 90% of restaurants fail. It kind of makes sense. It's stupid, but it kind of makes sense. But if we're talking about a $300,000 yacht for a week, just charge me what you want to charge. You have the margins. The boat exists. Charge me what you want to charge me. Just charge me what I'm supposed to pay. Abolish tipping. I agree. I agree. Just put in a service fee. Just charge the amount you want. You're a yacht. You're a yacht. You can charge what you want. That's why subs cost $5. I wish. I wish. They definitely used to. I remember when subs did cost $5. What do I do with all these cows then? Race them. They've raced dogs. They've raced horses. I think the world is ready for cow racing. Your bowling alley put out a tip jar. I mean, they do have to hand you the shoes. They do have to hand you the shoes. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Turning around, grabbing the shoes, and then giving them to you. It's a lot of core. It's a lot of core stability they need. Does anyone want to bet on cows? Yeah, give me 75,000 on Betsy. I have my own shoes. Well, then, you know, they got I want 3 games. They gotta count to 3. They have to count to 3, Zoe. You expect them to do that and not get a tip? What do you mean? And they have to pick an entire lane too? Yeah, that deserves it. That deserves a tip. They have to count to 3 and choose a lane. And Zope doesn't want to tip these people? Crazy. Crazy. Thank you, Kyrie, for whatever emote that is. Kate thinking. Shout out to Kate. I will give them a tip, all right. No, you won't. No, you won't. You're just talking tough. You're just a tough talker. Do we run this Credilli? Yes or no? I haven't been bowling in a while. I would like to go bowling. I wanted to go bowling, but the Serbian girl says her nails are too long, and we can only go bowling when her nails are shorter. Okay. Okay, make your nails shorter. I want to go bowling. Seems like a skill issue with you. Your nails do not seem to be my issue. I have to do my taxes. Yo, XA Serious, welcome in. Nice bouncing. You should definitely do your taxes. My tip, prioritize your well-being, embrace failure as growth, and live authentically. Why did you put quotes on that? Is that not yours? Did you make that up? Don't need nails if you're bowling between the legs. What? Oh, true. True. Just put the balls between your legs, and you don't have to dig into the holes. You don't have to finger the holes when the balls are between your legs. That makes sense? Makes sense? It's bowling. We're talking about bowling. Exactly. We're talking about bowling. We're talking about bowling. Not sure what you guys are talking about. Not sure what you guys are talking about. No, what's required? Right. Right. I don't feel safe. I know. She doesn't. Her fingers don't feel safe. She's going to lose her nails. But I want to go bowling. I want to go bowling. I will do what? Do not finger auto mod. I also had to fully explain to her that I am poor. She hasn't seemed to get it the first like 6 times I explained it to her. So we had to again explain that we are not rich. Hopefully this time it takes. We shall see. We shall see. We had to tell her yet again, hey, is she rich? She has way more money than I do. Why don't you just become rich? I'm trying. I'm trying. Maybe she thinks you're a CEO. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know where she got that information from, but not me. She has a job, and that's why I'm on TikTok. Yeah, that's why I have to stream on multiple platforms and try and make it. That's why we gotta try and make it. We do have a TikTok run going to Silphco. We have a very good Gengar going to Silphco. What in the world is this wheezing? What is this wheezing? All right. Hold. I just have to stall out 47 PP. Just gotta stall out a little bit of PP here. And then I should be good to go. Yeah. Okay. Calm minds. Calm mind and morning sun. Hold. 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 We might do it. We might do it. Here we go. Let me call mine one more time. Okay. Hold. Taking her to McDonald's will really sell the point. There's no money. I keep trying to tell her. I keep trying to tell her. We went out for brunch. Got the $5 meal deal. We went out for brunch, and I was like, okay. You know, that was a good day. I took you for brunch. We hung out. We went for a walk. Pretty good day. And she's like, no, you didn't take me for brunch. We went together. But I paid for the lunch. I definitely took you to lunch. I don't know. I think she must have dated billionaires or something. I don't know. Or just gets a lot of information from the internet. Who knows? $11 for a burger meal? Yeah, McDonald's is expensive now. McDonald's is hardly even affordable. They forgot what their mission statement was. They were cheap. McDonald's was never good. It was always cheap. That was half of what McDonald's was. We did not go to McDonald's for the taste. We went because it was $5. Or if you went to the dollar menu, you can get 5 things for $1. Just don't understand what struggling is, I guess. I guess. And then her birthday is coming up. I got her a sleep mask. Not for her birthday. But I got her a sleep mask because she was having trouble sleeping. I was like, maybe try this. I thought that was a thoughtful thing. And she's like, well, that doesn't count as a gift because I could have got that for myself. Yeah. You can get anything for yourself. You can get gifts for yourself anytime you want. It still counts. It still counts as a gift because I got it for you and thought about it. You know? So I was like, do gifts only count if they're high monetary value? And she's like, no, it's the thought. It's the thought that counts. Yeah, it doesn't count. I tried to explain to her that saying a gift doesn't count is crazy. Everything counts. There's still a dollar menu at your McDonald's? No. There used to be, though. I was reminiscing. Trying to explain to her that gifts count. They literally count because I gave it to her. I'll have to go extreme? I know. So I had to talk to her for like 3 hours today to try to explain it. I thought about getting you a gift, true. Those flowers don't count if you can get them yourself. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's like, oh, you're not understanding. Yeah, I don't understand. Go catch a live monkey as a gift? That's probably a good gift, you're right. Probably not a bad gift. I'm gonna imply that logic at the store later. Yeah, I don't understand the logic. Oh, you had Razor Leaf? Wait, do we win? I don't think we win, but maybe. Maybe. You should dodge that bullet. We'll see. We'll see if she understands. Because the whole thing started, she's Orthodox something, right? So they're big into religion. She doesn't care if I am, but she's like, oh, Easter's our biggest holiday, right? Easter's our biggest holiday. Okay, great. You know, we'll do something for Easter. We'll hang out. Great. Apparently, telling me Easter is a big holiday means you're supposed to get gifts for Easter. And she's like, oh, I have a level of expectation. You know, I want a big gift for Easter because it's such a big holiday. No, that's your holiday. It's not mine. That's not mine. That seems like a family sort of thing. Restaurant food doesn't count because you can make food at home. Exactly. Exactly. All right. Do we win? Probably not. Probably not. But what if we win? Cooking for a girl has got me out of gift giving when I've been not having money sometimes. Yeah. She wouldn't count it though. But I was like, here's your eye mask. I gave it to her. I was like, it's for your birthday. She's like, no, that doesn't count. It doesn't count. So I asked her like, hey, what if I gave this to you on your birthday? And she's like, okay, then it would count, but I'd be disappointed. That's not what counting means. All right, we lost this fight. Okay. That's not how counting means. It's either I thought about you and got you something thoughtful. To me, thoughtfulness is a yes or no. Was this thoughtful? Yes or no. There's no like scale to thoughtfulness. Like if you get me a card or you get me a car, I will accept them both. To me, there's no scale to thoughtfulness. Maybe I'm crazy. Ask her where your gifts are for Hanukkah. True. There's multiple gifts? I should. At least she's honest? Yeah. But she couldn't explain. She's like, no, it's not monetary. Okay. Then what makes a gift small versus big? Just, oh, it's the thoughtfulness. How is going out and buying you something to solve a problem not thoughtful? I don't know. And she's like, oh, it was thoughtful. Okay, but that doesn't count? I don't know. I don't know how to understand what she's saying. Move away from that? We'll see. I tried to explain to her now. I was like, I don't have the money for all this. I thought we had the conversation before as well. We'll see. We will see. We'll see if she can remember the conversation. Doesn't count. That was crazy. Saying a gift doesn't count. To me, that's foreign, but she's also foreign. So it could be a cultural thing. I don't know any Serbians in here, but it could be a cultural thing. I don't know. Also, BRB for the ads. You both are, yeah. So it could just be that I don't understand their culture. Or she is an anomaly within the culture, who knows? All right, we're back. We're back. Yo, speaking of McDonald's, yo, Gorf, welcome in. Hello, Helen. Hello, ads. Hello, chats. I got a McDonald's ad for K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm going up, up, up. It's a moment. The purple sauce. Do not eat purple sauce. Lips, I'm on a run. You're toxic. I'm slipping under. Do not beef. Do not beef. That's what they say at the start of every vegetarian meeting. Do not beef. Congrats on the rebrand. Thank you. They didn't give me any warning. I was just inquiring like, hey, can I change it? I don't want to change it yet, but I just want to know if I can lock it in. And then I woke up the next day and it was changed. So, surprised all of us. Surprised everybody. Hey, we changed it. Have some pizza, Gorf. Let's go. Somebody give Gorf a slice. Give Gorf that za. Dude, I'm addicted to you. Don't you know that you're toxic? Yo, Jordan, welcome. I had that kind of conversation multiple times with my GF, and we finally had a breakthrough during our first anniversary, and it hasn't been a problem since yet. I'm hoping we had a breakthrough today. We'll see. I'm hopeful there is a breakthrough. We shall see. It was a more in-depth conversation, so hopefully she understood it this time. We shall see. We have no special attacks, but kind of a good spread if we get one. I'm glad it worked out for you. Hopefully it works out for me too. Should ask them for Gorf's name. Shout out to Gorf. Licking pizza? I'm not going to tell people how to eat pizza, but licking seems objectively wrong. I'm pretty sure licking pizza is just wrong all the time. Bow now. I'm not sure if I can share. What's your AO? What? What? The coffee made me more aggressive. What did what did Zope say? What's your AO idea? Do not AO. Do not AO. Pizza with ranch? Licking that pineapple. True. Is it a lick safe space? Surely it's not anything scary. I will not lick. Do not lick. Yo, Magneton, welcome in. And then she didn't understand. I have to go back to Canada in July. Lick the peeps, what? She didn't understand. I have to go back to Canada in July for a family reunion. And she didn't understand why I did not invite her. It's not for you. It's not your event. It's not your event. Pepperoni equal peps. Are you that busy, Kyrie? Are you that busy? You don't have time to say pepperoni? I don't think you are. I don't think anybody is that busy. They have to shorten pepperoni. All right, we go left for cheese bogeys. We go left for cheese bogeys. The victory bell is called Peps, though? I don't think so. I am not pepping. We do not pep. Yo, Zelda Core, thanks for the 5 Zelda C5 jams. Congrats on jamming. Pep's Pizza, is that a place? Reset is a hater. I only hate you. Good morning, Zelda Core. Good morning, Zelda Core. What? Cheese bogeys did not get us out. Hi, Zob. What the H? What the H? Yo, Zelda Core, congrats on Partner Plus. When are you getting Partner Double Plus? Now that you're getting Partner Plus very soon. When are you getting Partner Double Plus? I am unsubbing. You don't have the technology to unsub. Yo, Full Baked Potato, welcome in on the YouTube. Nice birds. I don't have it yet, but soon. How close are we? What's are you almost there? Should I go sub to Zelda Core to get you over the hump? You still have like 25 days, so you should be good. Zope wants a mid ball for 5,000 butts. Okay. For 5,000 buttons. On track to get this month as long as no one cancels. Oh. Wait, people can resub? Did you guys know that? Did you guys know people can resub? But subbing isn't really subbing because you can do that to yourself. Exactly. Exactly. I could just sub to myself. Yeah, she didn't really get it. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. It was the only time I've felt like it was difficult, you know? A difficult conversation. Trying to explain things. We go mid for Zope. Or she just didn't get it. Just didn't get it. What? And then we both went out Friday night to separate places, right? I was gonna cancel so I could go back through tier 1 to 2 to 3 to get you 9 points. Yeah, do that. Do that, except do it here. Do the first part, cancel the Zelda Core subscription, and then do the tier 3 here. I support that. Yo, Zeki, welcome in on the YouTube. Hello to you as well. How is your day going? How come you don't want her to meet your family? I think she's thinking that. The truth is, I'm not saying she shouldn't be thankful, but I think she should not be expressing her actual thoughts. Well, yeah. She wanted more. She should say that. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? She wants to go to Canada with me. The issue is, if I go to Canada, I will be staying at my parents' house, saving money. If she goes to Canada, I'm going to have to go show her places. And Canada's a big place, so you're gonna want to fly to at least one other place. It's not in the budget. It's not in the budget to bring her to Canada. If she wants to pay for Canada, go ahead. But I don't have the budget to bring her to Canada. So that's why I can't bring her to Canada. And she doesn't know my friends. I don't know if they would want to hang out with her. Is it too early to eat tortellini? No. No, you can have that for breakfast. Just don't have too much. Gotta stay in budget, yeah. Gotta stay in budget, but that's not an acceptable thing. Also, it's a family reunion. We don't really bring people to family reunions like that, you know? It's not really something we do. Especially because it also might be a funeral or two. There might be some funeral action going on as well. So it's not like just, you know, people hanging out. There's going to be at least one funeral aspect to it. So it's not really a group activity. I don't know. We'll see. We will see if she understands or not. Do, 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 do. We shall see. But she's like, oh, you came to Serbia with me. Yeah, it's different. For a funeral. Yeah, I don't know. It's not like a funeral, but it's kind of a funeral. People are dying. The problem with having such a big family and all of them getting older, it's going to be a rough, like, 10 years. Everybody's going to die. A lot of things, a lot of injuries, a lot of diseases, a lot of stuff. It's like they just found more cancer on my uncle. My cousin went into the hospital for the last time. A lot of stuff going on. Because there's such a big family and they're all getting old. My aunt fell. They were at the hospital checking for my uncle's cancer. And my aunt fell straight on her face, broke 2 ribs, broke her nose. And she's like 80 as well. So it's not gonna be just like, oh, hanging out. You're sorry? It's okay. It's not happening to me. It's happening to them. I feel bad for them. I would not want to be like 80 with broken ribs. That is terrible? Yeah. So like my uncle was standing beside her, but she fell too fast. He couldn't even grab her. And when you're old and you fall, you break a lot of stuff. So it's just going to be like constantly hearing about everybody being injured or dying for the next 10 to 15 years. Not ideal. Not ideal. Rocket Man, you got proxy days, Walkman. The Rocket Man, burning down a sinner's head alone. Is about morning instead of fun, yeah. I also told her it's not a sightseeing trip. I was like, I'm gonna go see my family, do some administrative stuff that I have to do. I got some cards graded. I have to go pick those cards up so I can sell those cards. It's not like a trip. Rather her go to Canada. I'd rather like show her Canada, but then I would have to save up. Pokemon cards, yeah. In December, I sent them in for grading, so they're going to be ready soon. They're definitely going to be ready for July. So I have to go to Florida and pick those cards up. And depending on what I get, potentially sell them. We'll see. Would you send some Pokemon cards? Which I thought were in good condition. We'll see. We shall see. But it's more like doing stuff. Which Pokemon? Various ones. But like, I'm going to Florida to pick those up and come back. if we go to Florida, she'll be like, oh, we got to go do this. We got to do this. We got to do that. You see how the trip would be different, you know? It would be a different trip. And then I would be expected to pay for things. I could probably go on 5 different trips or 1 trip with her, which is that's tough math. You know, we'll be going to Disney. Yeah, we'll have to go to Disney or something. We'll have to do something. That is tough math. That was a catch and release. I could easily do at least 5, maybe 6. Maybe 6 trips on my own. $200 just for tickets? Yeah, Disney be expensive. Disney be expensive. Plus a hotel, because where my parents' place is not... It's like 3 hours from Orlando. It's close to Tampa. It's on the west coast. It's on the west coast. And Orlando's in the middle. Dude. And I do not want to wake up at like 2 a.m. to drive to Orlando. I'm not in the business of driving to Orlando at 3 in the morning. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. It's just a very stark contrast because before her, I was hanging out with Brazilians, and Brazilians do not expect much because, you know, Brazil is not the richest place. So they're more interested in just having fun and good vibes. They're not really that materialistic. So it's just a very different experience. Very stark contrast. Very abrupt. Hey, a fun free thing to do related to Disney that won't break the bank is Disney Spring. Or going to Disney Celebration, Disney's Town project. Is that the project where they put all the bad criminals? Is that the project where they put all the bad criminals? I know there's a city in Florida where they put all the bad people. Is that the same one? Are the same town? No? Oh, okay. There's one where they put all the, you know? They put all the, you know? You can Google it if you want. But there's a town in Florida where they all live. There's a cute Cape Cod style home. Okay. With some stores. Nice. But still, like every meal and stuff. So when I go on a trip, like why did I take the right ball? I took the wrong one. I prioritize more trips over fancy trips, right? So if I go on a trip, I will buy bread and some salami or something or some ham from a grocery store. I will eat cheaply and do more things rather than go to a restaurant and spend $100 when I'm going on trips by myself. But that doesn't really work, you know? That doesn't really fly with some other people. So like I could see way more things. I could go visit more friends. She's expensive. How do I say that? How do I say she's too expensive? As a girl, how can I tell you you're too expensive? What's a nice way to say that? It's the truth. It's the truth. Yo, Ame so welcome. You saw a girl, you're too expensive. But then what if she's just like high maintenance? Then what if she's just like, no, I'm just used to fancy things. Okay, but then what? I ain't saying she a gold glutton, but she ain't messing with no broke buttons. That's what I said. I was like, maybe if you're used to If you're used to fancier things and people paying for everything and taking you on all these trips, just go be with those people. Just say, hey, we need to have another conversation about budgeting and what I can afford. Yeah. We'll see. I think, do you want to live like that? I would love to be rich. It's not that I don't want to spend the money, right? If I had money, I would happily go to $100 dinners. It's just that I don't have $100 for dinner, you know? Spend all the money in airport overpriced restaurants. The worst restaurants in the entire world in the airport, $700. That should be illegal. If she doesn't like it, she can walk. True. She can get to stepping. She can get to stepping. She's more of a princess treatment type of person, you know? More of a princess treatment type of culture. But there can be non-monetary ways to do that, right? Like opening the door, sure. She's never touched a door in the 6 months I've known her. And I would never want her to. I will always open the door. Somehow, like she doesn't even know how doors work. To her, doors are all automatic, right? I can do that. No problem. No problem. I can do that. I can always make sure you're safe. I can do that. But if it's the monetary ones, I can't be a sugar daddy. You might be looking for something different. My guy's the one who has money and spends it. So I told him I'm down to expensive stuff, but he has to know I can't always afford it. Yeah. That makes sense. I dated a girl when I didn't have a job. She made like $170,000 or something. She worked, I think, as an X-ray tech or one of those, like we were talking about. And she was like, I'll just pay for everything. No problem. No problem. And I was like, well, I can't. I wouldn't want to accept that. I would feel bad, so. I don't want you to pay for everything, even though I have no money. I don't want you to do that. Even though you can afford it. And it would make both our lives easier. I just couldn't do it. Like, I can pay for my stuff here and there, yeah. You can even be cute and help her tie her shoes. I could try that, yeah. I could try tying her shoes. Relatable, yeah. You can accept the person with more money to pay sometimes too, yeah. I love a sugar mama, me too. It's the thing, like, maybe offer to pay? I know it's a different culture. I know it's a different culture, and sometimes girls are like, no, I'll never pay for a meal ever. I would love to be pampered the same way that Zope is. But I've never been in a situation where the girls have not paid ever. Never. I'm Velcro only. She likes to wear heels. So I got in trouble on Friday night. We both went out to separate places, right? And I was like, hey, do you want to meet by the benches? She likes benches and sitting out by the water and looking out. A few girls like that. She does have regular shoes for different occasions, but if she's going out, she'll wear heels. So I was like, let's meet by the benches. And she's like, okay. If the guy doesn't pay for the first date and there's no future dates, yeah, first date, sure, but eventually in the relationship, you gotta share things, right? Like, it's my birthday on Sunday. Am I gonna have to pay for my own birthday dinner? That's the question. And that's not a question I want to ask. On dates, I mean, like, after a few, right? Eventually, we got to start splitting things, no? Bring up money to me, yeah. I feel toxic bringing it up because I have to pay for everything and I don't have the money. If it's generally something you want to make work and she feels she needs expensive stuff to feel appreciated, you can maybe like agree on a thing where it's less dates, but you save up a bit for the dates. Yeah. Not doing presents every holiday, but she loves gifts. That's the thing. To her, gifts are the biggest thing, which I've never cared about gifts. I've never cared about gifts. My birthday, get me a card. That's all I need. Maybe buy me dinner. That's it. Take me for dinner. I paid on first dates. I've even paid for the man. Yeah, I've had that happen. I've gone to the bathroom and came back and the girl was like, hey, I paid. Okay. All right. Thank you. My situation's different. True. And you're jacked? True. Ame built different. But yeah, I went out. We both went out and we're like, let's meet by the benches. She likes sitting out looking at the water. It was like 2 a.m. So I was waiting like 100 meters away. She was going to come up. She was going to come out of her place, her restaurant that she was at. I did not go into the restaurant. I was just waiting like by the stairs to go down to the benches, right? I was waiting by the stairs to go down to the benches because she was in heels. It was 2 a.m. Didn't want her to walk by herself. It was dark, right? She falls down those stairs. We're in big trouble. And she was like, oh, you didn't give me my space because you were not down at the benches. Like you said, you broke your word. I was like, all right, man. All right, man. I don't know about that. I was at the top of the stairs. The benches were at the bottom of the stairs. It was a whole interesting weekend. Wild take. I know. I was like, I'm trying to protect you. You want me to let you walk by yourself in the dark downstairs? Has to be okay with the gifts being small or getting only on birthday and Christmas. Yeah. That's what I was trying to understand. Like what counts as a gift? Sleep mask doesn't count apparently. Sleep mask doesn't count as gifts. Now I paid for dinner 2 or 3 times because the day I arrived, my BF bank account was hacked. His bank locked his account. I should just say my bank locked my account. That's a good idea. I was there with him as he was trying to get his account open again. That's a good idea. I should fake that. Yo, Billy Ocean 999X. Thank you for the 5 stream streak. Good luck, Button. Good luck to you as well. Like apparently I was supposed to make her walk down the stairs in the dark in heels at 2 a.m. alone. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know if that's the best idea. Even though we're in a safe area, I'm still not going to do that. Okay, you're a loafer and I can't escape. Catch and release. Catch and release. Still not the best idea. Like imagine she fell down the stairs. How much worse it would be. She falls down the stairs, cracks her head open. Hey, reset button, why weren't you there to help her? She told me to wait down at the benches. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Let's go Brandon. Let's go up here. I should fake it. Yeah, you're right. Don't mind being the person bringing home the bacon in a family unit. I would love bacon. If I had bacon, I would definitely share my bacon. I would share my bacon if we had unlimited bacon. No one should be taken for granted. True. True. I think she just thinks there's unlimited bacon over here. But that's my thing, like getting her a sleep mask, it might be small monetarily, but it's still a good thought, you know? I still went to a few different stores to find a nice, soft silk one. I still tried to solve one of her problems. I think it counts. I told my guy who has way more money than me that I'm willing to have him pay a lot of things, but it's important to me to contribute. Yeah. That's what I've always had. I've never had anyone that wants me to pay for everything. Maybe it's just a cultural thing. Maybe Canada is just different. Maybe Canada, North America is different. Or maybe the internet has changed things. I would have loved the sleep mask. It was very thoughtful. I'm an American though, yeah. Because it counts. It counts as me thinking about a way to make your life better. Sometimes I'll just make, we're gonna go for the gold duck. I'll make something at home and bring it over, or grab something at the store to complement our dinner. Exactly. A little bit of teamwork. A little bit of teamwork. I'll just catch the 6 and whatever. The seed is dead. This seed is kind of dead. How are you supposed to be a team when there's only one person playing, you know? How are we going to be a team when I'm LeBron and you're not doing anything? When you're Boobie Gibson. Do. 9 speed. All right. All right, let's just die. Let's just die as a team. Boobie. His name was Daniel Gibson. He was LeBron's best teammate on the championship team. But his nickname was Boobie. He had Boobie Gibson as his nickname. That was LeBron's best teammate he took to one of the finals. And people are like, why didn't he win? He had Boobie Gibson. He had Boobie Gibson. That's not a good player. No one would ever call themselves a Boobie if they were good at the game. There's some cool nicknames, and then there's that. I have no idea why he was called Boobie Gibson. Also, I have 2 notifications from Twitch. Let me see. Let me see what they say. A new sponsorship opportunity is available. Okay. Wait, do we have a sponsorship? Minecraft. Play 1 hour of Minecraft. We might be playing 1 hour of Minecraft. We might have to play 1 hour of Minecraft. I've never played Minecraft before. Let me see what it says. How many people do I need? How many people do I need? I don't know. We'll probably do Minecraft, it seems. I got the Minecraft one too. How much money? $1 billion? I can beat reset button up in Minecraft. But you can't look away from him either. I'll look at you. I'll look at you. 2 billions? Wow. Wow. Should we play Minecraft together? I don't know if that's allowed. I'm not sure if that's allowed. I would have to review the sponsorship. It would be the first time I played a different game, though. It'd be the first time I've ever played a different game. I don't think we can play together. True. 2 billion in friendship experience. I don't want to get paid in experience. I want to get paid in doll hairs. It'd be like cheating on our partners. Yeah. It was a messy weekend. She got mad because I went to hang out with my friend who I haven't seen in like 7 months. Even though there was like 20 people there. She was like, oh, you should have invited me. No. No, sometimes you need to catch up with your friends. But it was a girl. The friend was a girl, which made it a problem. I can understand if I was one-on-one. If I was one-on-one hanging out with this girl, that would make sense. But there was like 20 people and her boyfriend was there. Her on-again, off-again boyfriend was there. So it's not like I was alone with this girl in a bed, you know? We were at a bar. Well, if you put your Minecraft beds together, true. Bow now, bow now, bow, bow now. You dog. Me a dog. Definitely a dog. How dare I hang out with friends of the opposite gender? How? Did you just transform twice? What are you doing? Are you okay? How dare I? I can see it though. If like we were hanging out together at my apartment. Yeah. Yeah. That's probably crossing a line, even though I would never cheat on anybody. I don't even hug my female friends. I don't even give them hugs. I'll give them like a pound, you know? I'll give them a knuckles. But I will not ever like hug them. I don't want any sort of line at all crossed. So I'll give them knuckles, I'll give them a high five maybe, but that's the furthest I would go, so. Definitely going to a party with 20 people is safe. I went to a party this weekend, and from the people I knew there were 2 girls and 10 guys. Okay. That's a lot of people. Ame Soso is very famous. This is my hot take on cheating and being insecure of partners cheating. If you monitor your partner's moves or who they talk to, they will get sick of you and will either cheat on you or leave. Yeah. Bring things into the universe, being insecure and overbearing. It's just, I haven't hung out with my friends since I've been back. So in like 3.5 months. Since I got back to Europe from Christmas, I haven't seen any of my friends. This was the first time. It's not like it's every day, you know? You know? I would also never cheat. That seems like a lot of work. But the girl was telling me her guy was cheating on her with a 50-year-old Russian lady who lives in a different country. He was flying to a different country to cheat on her with a Russian lady. 50-year-old Russian lady for like a year. Maybe 2 years. I don't know if that'd be a deal breaker for me. A lot of close friends are girls, yeah. If I was in a relationship with someone and they aren't okay with me hanging out with my friends regardless of gender, so I don't know, like really compromise on that, yeah. Yeah. We'll have to have another conversation about that. But a one-on-one hangout is different than a group hangout to me. Cheating partners are taking themselves out. Oh, I didn't transform. Okay. I'm just gonna catch him. But yeah, cheating, not good. I would never cheat. I would never cheat. That's why it's annoying. I do understand a lot of people cheat. I get that. But I would so never cheat that it's annoying. I would even have to explain it. 50-year-old Russian lady. Apparently she's rich. So maybe she was like buying him things. I don't know. They were both there. Like we were all hanging out and the girlfriend was telling me about this. So like we were all hanging out together and she was talking about this openly. It was crazy. And he was like, oh, I'm gonna marry this one. And she's like, well, why did you cheat on me then? That is a question she asked where all of us were hanging out. I was like, that's crazy. This is why I did not invite the Serbian girl. She would not have liked all this drama. All right, water sport goes at level 7. Let's just get the 8. Let's just get the 8. Imagine asking why you would cheat on me in front of a bunch of people. It's entertaining though. I don't like the stereotype of Russian women in the dating relationship sphere. It makes me sad to hear. I have no idea. I don't know anything about Russian women. I've only met one in my life. Johan Delmage Welkman. What's up, Squee? Oh. There was never a Squee though. We were never Squee. Is there anything over there? Oh, there's a Magmar. Let's go check him out. Let's go transform into this Magmar. Oh yeah, that's why we didn't want to hang out here. That's why we didn't want to hang out here. Yo, T-Risk, welcome in. Who's Squee? Exactly. Who is Squee? I hardly know her. Fair now. 8 ads and I have an unused Twitch Prime. Check now, exactly. I have a fond memory of Mr. Squeeze. Who? Who is that? Who up squeeing? Who? I used to work with someone who married a woman straight from Russia, like moved from Russia to the US, and everyone kept telling him she's only in it for the citizenship. Oh, okay. I mean, that's not uncommon, but it's not 100% of the time. It definitely happens, but I think it happens with all walks of life. Back in the day, I had a friend with a long-distance girlfriend. He brought her around, and after they broke up, his friend got with her, okay? And brought her to a big friend's dinner out. We had that as well. We had that as well. One guy got with a friend's ex, and we were just all still friends. So she was still hanging out with us, but just with a different guy. Very interesting. Very interesting dynamic. Is Eminem gonna come for my avatar next? Anything to stop you from winning? Yeah, they're trying to hold me down. They're trying to hold me down, but they can't tell me nothing. I'm gonna ride them to the Old Town Road. Let's get to level 8 Lapras. We don't have a repel. I would never. I know. I know. The second guy married her. The two guys are still friends? Yeah, ours are friends, but not the same. They went to high school together. So they went to high school together. Then they went to separate universities. I lived with a guy who dated her first. She was also from their high school, but like a year or two younger. So they all knew each other. One of them dated in university. Then they broke up. The other one dated her. Then they got married, but they never actually signed the papers. They went on the honeymoon and came back and broke up. So they never actually got married. They did not return the gifts, though. They kept the gifts. They kept the gifts. Thank goodness that Twitch didn't name you Reset Eminem. They should have. Gotta get some lunch? No, if Kyrie's leaving, I'm ending stream. If Kyrie leaves, I'm ending stream. Spicy, yeah. One of them wanted kids and the other one didn't. And apparently they didn't talk about that before the wedding, I guess. So, Yo and Eve's lawyer, thank you for the M&Ms. We'll catch level 6 Lapras. And then maybe that's it for today. If Kyrie's leaving. Wild, I know. I know. And then 10 months after they broke up, she had twins. 10 months after they broke up, she had twins. I don't know how much you know about babies. I don't know how much you know about babies, but to have babies 10 months after they broke up means she got pregnant within a month of them breaking up. And she had twins, and then they broke up. So the father, we'll call him John. We'll call him John, okay? So John and her had twins. Then she dated John's cousin, who's a wheelchair Paralympian. You know? I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying he's a wheelchair Paralympian. She had a kid with him. So she had a kid with John, then a kid with the cousin. So her kids are cousins and brothers, kind of. It's an interesting one. There's a reason we never see the back of the M&M. Yes, trademarked. Was she the one who didn't want kids? I don't think so. If I had to guess. If I had to guess which one she was. There we go. Those family holidays must be wild. Yeah. The family tree loops back. The family tree is just a circle. It's interesting. It's interesting. I also didn't know how wheelchairs worked. Yo, 5-star levitate Lapras. We win. I didn't know they could have kids. I guess there's varying degrees. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't know how it works. But I found out it definitely works. Because they had a kid. They had a kid. We kind of win. We don't miss. Ooh, that's not doing a lot. Natty, what? Oh. Well, that did 25. When your family tree can be found in a Dunkin' Donuts, true. A Natty Lap, we got to go for Muddy Water. If it's doing 25, it could miss. But we can't out heal it. We could. But it could also do 26. Gotta try and kill. Okay. Okay, now we can heal. Now we can Remoraid. Oh, it Trace Levitate. Okay, we heal. Oh, we heal. We heal. Trace Levitate. Let me Poison Fang him. Man, this is not good. This is not good. We got to go for the drop. No, he's going to go for a different move here. He's going to go for a different move here. We go for the accuracy drop. Don't get it. We don't get it. He traced Levitate. That's why I can't use Boomerang. High roll or accuracy drop? No. No. We get a low roll. Earthquake? Shadow Ball? Earthquake, Shadow Ball, Try Attack. Muddy Water to finish it off. It's a good moveset. That's a good moveset. I think that has to be it. I don't think I can go on from there. I don't think I can go on after that 5-star Levitate Lapras. Get traced. Traced our Levitate. I've never lost a trace in my life. Whom should we raid? Let's go to Camman 5-2. Ouch. I know. I know. We have a deep run on TikTok if you guys want to watch that. But otherwise, we will definitely be back tomorrow. We'll win next time. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. So thank you guys for hanging out. And have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye. Do 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 do.